John Cena.
John Cena sucks. I told my son that. He gets so pissed off.
John Cena's the dude, though.
Fuck John Cena.
You don't like him? What
No,
happened?
he can't wrestle for shit. Like, yes, I like him talking in the ring. He makes all the waking wishes, and I respect him for it. But every time I see him in the ring, I swear he counts his shit out. Like, I'm gonna do the suplex. 1, 2, 3. Like, I swear, every fucking time I see John Cena in the ring, 1, 2, 3. I'm just
like a white dude on the dance floor.
Right.
Well, what's going on, everybody? This is Moses Workman,
and this is Moses Turner,
and this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
You know it. We're back for episode 6. Just rolling them out as usual. And as always, thank you for listening. If you do, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all the feedback and all that good stuff. We appreciate it.
And as always, tell your friends, tell your family. I mean, there's more people that got to know that this can't be life. So I'm sure that we ain't the only ones who experience this. But
yeah, shit happens. What's been going on this week, Turner?
I experienced 31. Yesterday was 31.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Happy
birthday.
I am now the age as many flavors as Baskin Robbins is now.
Damn. I'm too ahead of that right now. So it's all good. I had 34 in June, so I got some time to go. Shout out to the Geminis out there.
It's Aquarius season though.
Aquarius?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aquarius. I think we're serial killers. No, I'm joking. There's more Gemini.
You know what? That ain't the first time I heard that, though.
Oh man. So for me, this week has been pretty good. Actually, not as good as it could have been. I mean, I've been dealing with this freaking headache for some reason. I've been having this headache in the back of my head, and it's just like not like I've been taking Tylenol, nothing. I thought it was because I fasted earlier this week. I fasted on Sunday because I had to get blood work on Monday.
Oh shit!
And I thought, and Monday was when my headache started. I was like, oh, that's probably just because I ain't eating it. So I went, doctor did my thing, whoop-de-whoop, and came out, grabbed some food, and I was like, yeah, this is the best food in the world. It was terrible. There's a Dunkin' Donuts and Squirrel Hill.
Yeah, right by that
corner of Shady and
Forbes. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they ain't got no meat in there, man. Like, I ordered me a sausage, egg, and cheese. They rung it up, sausage, egg, and cheese.
And it would give you egg and cheese.
No. They gave me a sausage, egg, and cheese, but it was a Morningstar patty. Man, I was swole. Like, I got nothing wrong with that. Like, but I just have to be prepared for it.
Right.
Like, because I fuck some Morningstar low key, because sometimes they got good stuff. Some little bean burgers is whatever.
Right.
It's pretty good.
But that's the thing that kind of kills me too. If you're gonna give me vegan shit, or vegetarian shit, tell me it's vegetarian.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's posted everywhere in the store, but you never think to go look at it. Like, I walked in the doors. All I saw was Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, all right, cool, I know what I want. I don't even gotta look at the menu. Get up to the register, ordered it. She took the order like it was a normal day. Gave me my sandwich. I got back to the car, opened it up, bit into it, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of different, yo. Took another bite, and I'm like, yo, this ain't sausage, yo. Don't really taste like cheese either. But nah, like I found out that store is like kosher, vegan or whatever, and I'm like, the one and only Dunkin' Donuts that I went to after fasting for a day, and they did that shit to me.
You know what? Yep, Squirrel Hill. That explains everything.
Man, I had a Denzel moment the whole ride home. I was like, you bitch made ass. Like, I was snapping in the car. I still ate it though, but like, man, I was heated.
Right, but at the same time, you just eating it, but you don't like it. Like,
yeah,
this is some bullshit.
Like, you don't understand. Like, for fasting, like a dude like me who loves food, and I fasted for almost a day, like, because you gotta fast for hours.
Yeah, I know. Before you get blood work done, you gotta fast for a long fucking time.
That was It was a bitter moment in my life last week, but but yeah, back to the story. So I've been having this headache, and I thought it would go away after eating. So I ate that nasty ass sandwich, and the headache was still there. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with me? So I was just like, all right, let me just tough it out. So I knocked out the workday, went home, normal day, and it was still a headache. So I woke up in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna sleep it off. I woke up, the headache was still there, and I was like, dang, what's going on? Like, why do I got this headache? I'm thinking I'm getting sick because everybody got the flu, everybody getting sick. But I
Right.
was like, man, not me, man. Like I take every precaution in the world.
Right.
I got sanitizer in my pocket, son. Like, so it's not I'm not getting sick. I don't got no flu or nothing. So I'm like, all right, let me just take some Tylenol because I hate medicine. Medicine's my last resort. So I took some Tylenol because it was like a 7 out of 10 at this point. And I'm like, man, let me just go ahead and pop this Tylenol. I took that, nothing. A couple hours later, took another one, nothing. And I'm like,
Damn.
man, something's wrong. So I was like, I came home that day. I was like, hey, I was talking to my wife. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go to bed early today because I'm just not feeling good, man. I just got this terrible headache. So I went to sleep. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock that day. Woke up. The headache was still there, but it was more faint. So that kind of helped. Sleeping kind of
Right.
helped. And I woke up and my headache was about a 3 out of 10. I could still feel it, you know what I mean, but
Right.
it wasn't like up in my face. Like it wasn't call off material headache. So like for the past couple days, it's been at a 3. Like right now, it's at a 3. But I think it has something to do with my neck. Like cause I was sitting at my desk earlier and
Yeah.
I was rolling my neck, and whenever I get my neck to the back of my head, like or my head to the back, like if I'm looking up at the ceiling,
Right.
it intensifies just a tad bit. So I might just go see my chiropractor, tell him what's going on. He'll help me out. So I think it might be my spinal cord, folks.
Oh shit.
So,
Yeah.
but
Let's not hope that.
I've been
Or
having
let's.
back problems though, so that's nothing new to me.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't nothing new, but let's not think that. I mean, spinal cord shit. That's serious as fuck.
Yeah.
So nah. Let's not think
Well, I mean it's cool though, cause my chiropractor, he's that dude, yo. Like
that.
I saw him, like I called him up one day. I was like, yo, I'm going to the ER because my back, man, I can't move. I can't turn to the side. I can't pick nothing up. He's like, just come see me, Moses. I was like, all right. I went to go see him. He did these little corrections on my back, and I walked out of there like straight up, like
Right.
I
Just.
wasn't hunched over. And I'm like, yo, this dude magic. Like I might pay him when I don't even go. Like he's the truth.
No, I ain't going for it. I had a chiropractor a couple years ago. He was in like the he was in like far in our area, like Aspenwall, Waterworks, wherever you want to call it. If you're from Pittsburgh, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but this dude, he likes being called Doctor Dan. Like he just cracked my back, and I was just like, yo, like I bent backwards for the first time in a fucking long time. I was just like, this is fucking great.
Right? There's nothing like it, man. It's
Right.
chiropractors, man, they get shit on in the medical field though. Like real doctors talk so bad about chiropractors.
Right. But they work though.
Yeah,
Like real doctors talk about chiropractors, but they work. And it's just like crack my back more than drug me. I'm cool.
yeah. Like if you could do a couple adjustments on my back and pop and crack a couple bones, and then I'm cool for like 2 weeks, then sign me
Shit,
up.
right. I will go back
Like
every motherfucking
I'll
time
take
too.
that over Vicodin any day,
Right.
son. Like, because I mean, I go to the doctor. I go to the ER for back problems, and they're like, "Oh, you'll be fine." They'll give me a shot of some pain meds in a syringe, and then like in minutes, I'm feeling better. But then in a couple hours, I'm still feeling bad, and then you gotta pop Vicodin or pop
Right. You gotta keep
oxycodone
popping the
or
drug and
or
that don't even
or
work.
fucking Flexeril or muscle relaxers and stuff. Like that's like no, I ain't trying to be no druggie. Like medicine is literally my last resort. Like when I get prescribed stuff,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh yeah, take this for 2 weeks straight." Like, I'll take it for 3 days, and then it'll sit in my cabinet for 2 years.
Right. Now, tell you the truth, I fucking hate oxycodone. I hate Tylenol 3. I hate all the shit that will put me to sleep in 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Period.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Vicodin because that shit make you feel good, low key.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you feel good, but no, tell you the truth, Vicodin is the shit. Like, it doesn't make me fall asleep in 10 minutes. In fact, I sounded like a hippie when I was on Vicodin. I ain't even going front. Like, I would just look like, yeah.
But yeah, let me just say this though: don't do drugs. Vicodin is bad.
You know what? If your kids are watching this, or if your kids are listening to this,
Then
I
you're a
feel
bad
sorry.
parent.
Yes.
But if your kids is listening,
if your kids are listening to this, then you were definitely a bad parent. But you know what? You just spoke about Squirrel Hill.
Yeah.
And it just made me think about an incident that happened to me in Squirrel Hill.
What's that?
All right. Well, I was just coming from making my deposit, and I was going shopping. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go shopping at the supermarket in Squirrel Hill. So there was this Jewish family in front of me.
That's a big Jewish community, by the way.
Yes, it is.
That Ray story was in Squirrel Hill.
Right.
Go ahead.
And in fact, that's exactly why it made sense that Dunkin' Donuts was kosher, because it's a Jewish community. But anyway,
right.
We digressing and shit. But anyway, so they start crossing the street, but they're jaywalking.
Uh-huh.
The whole fucking family is jaywalking. So I take this step, and then I notice there's a don't walk sign, and I stop myself.
Right.
Why did a cop see me stop myself, but the Jewish family still cross? So the Jewish family is actually still crossing no matter what, but the cop goes, "Hey, you, what are you doing here?" I was just like, "I'm sorry, what am I doing here?" "Yeah, what were you doing crossing? Don't you see that there's a don't walk sign?" I said, "Yeah, but I tripped." Cause fucking I ain't gonna say that I saw it at the last minute.
Right.
So I was just like, "Yeah, but I tripped. It wasn't supposed to be me walking. I tripped." "Oh, you tripped?" "Yeah, I tripped." So next thing you know, there was a senior citizen there, and he goes, "Hey, you'll stop right now. You'll stop right now. This is my grandson, Moses Lipschitz, and he comes from Philadelphia to see his grandfather." And the cop just goes, "What?" And he's just looking like, "This is my grandson. What, you think it's impossible to have black grandson in this day and age?" And he's just like, "No, sir, not at all, not at all." And he's just like, "This is disrespectful. My whole family goes to this street and jaywalk not one time, but he trips. And next thing you know, you about to give him citation or put him to jail for no reason at all." And he just looking, he goes, "No, I'm sorry, sir. Had I known he was your grandson," he was just like, "Had he known that you were my grandson." Can you believe this, Moses? Mind you, he does not know my name. So
that's great.
So he just comes up and he's just like, "You know what? Next time I even see something like this, I will have your badge and I will have legal order to have grandson fuck your wife." I didn't know you could have legal orders to have somebody else's wife.
Like, where's my granddad at? Like, hold up.
I didn't know there was such a legal order for that. So I just looked, I was just like, "Okay." And he was just like, "Grandson, you come here. No, fuck this cautious shit. You come over here." So I walked with him. He was just like, "Where you going?" I was like, "I'm going to the supermarket." He was just like, "I'm going to the supermarket too." So as we're still walking, he's just like, "Yeah, I'm tired of seeing this shit. I don't like seeing this shit. Every time a cop fucks with a black person, I hate this. I hate this shit." And I was just like, "Yeah, I feel you." And he was just like, "I mean, is there anything you want to ask me?" I was just like, "Yeah. How do you know my name?" And he was just like, "Come on, son. I was just fucking around." I was like, No, you wasn't fucking around. My name is Moses. It may not be Lipschitz, but it's Moses." So how'd you know my name? It was just like, come on, no, come on. I was just like, so of course I pull out the ID.
Uh,
Again, my name ain't Lipschitz, but it's, and he just was like, ha 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 ha.
that's funny as hell. So you got backup from some random Jewish dude.
Right.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. That's dope. Like I fucks with that. Wow.
That was fucking great too.
That was definitely that should have. I wish somebody would record that. That's like a world star moment.
Right. You know, so much shit I wish happened was taped. I wish all that shit was taped.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't believe me. They everybody thinks I'm bullshit. No, this shit happens.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's what's up, man. I'd have probably I'd have had a beer. I'd have bought dude a beer, like a little case or something. Like, hey, what kind of beer you drink? Oh, we don't drink beer. No, you drinking beer.
You drinking beer today, right?
Like, what kind of Amish beer? What, like, where the manager at? What kind
Right.
of Amish beer we got in here? Like Amish beer. Like, get some Amish beer up here for this.
Right.
Like,
I don't give gluten free. I don't give a fuck about a gluten. Nah, fuck on that.
some gluten free beer out this bitch. Oh, that's what's up, man. Oh, that's I don't know if I can top that one, but I'm gonna try, man. Like when I was doing a security job, and I almost got jumped over a Dr. Pepper.
I'm sorry. What did Doctor?
Dr. Pepper. Um, yeah, I got. All right, it was a Dr. Pepper, and I think he might have had it was a Kit Kat and a Dr. Pepper, or a Reese cup. I can't remember if it was a Reese cup or Kit Kat. Whatever, it was a piece of candy. I don't know.
Ooh, piece of candy. Sorry, keep going.
So I'm watching these dudes. There's three dudes, right?
Yeah.
And they all split off. Like one, like the one dude, like you could like this is at a point in time where I've done this job for a long time, and I could just look at somebody the way they walk and determine if they're going to buy something or if they got something on their mind. You know what I
Right.
mean? So there's three dudes. They come in the store. I see all three of them because at this point there's not a lot of people in the store, and I know everybody that's in the store right now, and they're all regulars.
Right.
Right. So I'm kind of just hanging out, and I see these three dudes come in. Two dudes is cool, like they got this little energy about them, like they're on a mission. And the one dude, he's like he kind of just breaks off, and I'm like something up with this dude. So I follows him. These is all three black dudes too. I follows the one dude. He got this like hoodie on. He's got the sweatpants hole in his leg.
Shit. Damn it! Come on.
I didn't even notice the hole in his leg because it was in the front. So I'm just seeing him from the back, and I'm following him. So he breaks off from his homies, and he's solo. So he's walking around. He walks straight to the meat department, and he's looking at steaks. He's looking at shrimp. But he's like picking them up, looking at them, setting them back down, and nothing really. So he starts walking around the store some more. So I start following him some more. I got this cart. I got the shopping cart because I got like I'm a customer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're walking all around the store, and eventually he doesn't really grab nothing from like none of the aisles. But we get back up to the front, like where the registers are, the cashiers and shit.
Right.
And he grabs the Dr. Pepper from out the little fridge by the cashier, and he grabs it. It was a Kit Kat. He grabs a Dr. Pepper, and he grabs a Kit Kat. So his homeboy is checking out. His homeboy grabbed like three things. He had some meat, some soup. I don't know. He grabbed some stuff for the crib.
Right.
And he put it on the belt. He's about to pay for his stuff. And homeboy who grabbed the Dr. Pepper and the Kit Kat, he stuffs it in his hoodie pocket. You know that little single front pocket?
Right.
All right. So he stuffs it in his hoodie pocket. But he's still in line though. So I'm waiting. I'm only giving him benefit of the doubt. Like to see like if after his homeboy pay, if he's gonna pay for his stuff. And nah, his homeboy paid for his stuff, his own stuff, and then they bagged it up and they start walking out. So I stopped all three of them. Well, not really all three of them. I just stopped dude with the hoodie. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm with store security, and I need to talk to you about the items that are in your pocket here. And he's like, oh man, they got me. And then so I was like, all right, so yeah, just follow me down to this office right here. So I'm following him down. So he's following me down to the office. Actually, because anybody I catch, I tell them to walk in front of me.
Right.
Because I'm not getting punched in the back of the head.
Exactly.
So
no, I feel you.
I heard some stories. So dude's walking in front of me, and his homeboys are behind me still. Like they're following us back in the store. I was like, oh, this is just between me and him. It's only gonna be about 5 minutes. If y'all could just hang out here. And they're like, oh, all right, all right, all right. So they stood out. They stood out by the end of that by the baggers, like on the end of the cashiers. So I was like, yeah, just right up into this door on your left. Just go right in there and have a seat. And he was like, no, you know what, man? Fuck this. Fuck you. And then he turned right back around and walked past me and went like as he was going like as if he was going out the store. He was like, "Yo, fuck this place, yo, we out." To his boys. And I was like, "Hold up, hold up. You don't want to do this. Like seriously, like just come talk to me for a minute."
Right.
Like I was gonna let him go. Like I was just gonna get the stuff back, give him a warning, tell him not to come back in the store, and I wasn't gonna fine him. I wasn't gonna press charges or nothing.
Right.
Like that was my intent. So he starts walking out of the store with his boys, and I'm like, yo, my man, like you might want to come talk to me for real, because if you don't talk to me, then the police get involved. Like, I mean, it's just common sense. Like, just come talk to me real quick, 5 minutes. And so he's like, no, man, fuck you, dude. Like, why are you looking at me like that? And so as soon as he said that, like it was like a code word to his boys.
Right.
It was like his boys turned around. I was like, yo, like what kind of problem we got here for real? Like I was like, yo, I mean, like your boy is stealing. Like I just want the stuff back. That's all.
Right. That's all I want. Is a fucking
like
Dr. Pepper.
I'm not trying to get not trying to get stomped out for some Kit Kats, bro.
Right.
Like and they're like, no, man, I don't like the way you talking to my boy. Like they start getting aggressive.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, look, I see where this is going. Y'all just go ahead, man. And then they're like, nah, you got a problem with us or something? I was like, nah, I ain't got no problem. Y'all just bounce, man. Just go ahead, just leave. So they turn around and start walking out. So I pulled out my phone, 911. Yeah, police, I got shoplifter. He's not complying, not coming to talk to me into the office, blah, blah, blah. And so they heard me on the phone with 911. And they're like, yo, let's get this dude, yo. And so they turned around and like started walking towards me. Nigga, I took off running.
Yeah, fuck
nigga, just
that,
like
no.
Charlamagne when he got punched in the back of his head, I took off running.
Right.
So I'm running to the end of the store, and they kind of chased me, but they stopped. They didn't chase me all the way to the back of the store, and they turned around and they ran out of the store, and so I chased them back out of the store because I wanted to keep an eye on see what kind of car they get into,
right,
or whatever. So I'm the whole time I'm keeping the lady, the dispatcher on 911. I'm like, yeah, they turned around, they ran out to the store, they got in this white SUV, license plate, da 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 da. They're headed west on Road Eye or whatever. So and that was it. Like I really almost got.
Oh shit.
That was literally that's as far as I got. I don't think the police ever did anything.
Right.
Because after they got in the car, they didn't want to do no high speed chase over no Dr. Pepper.
Right.
So I mean, like I really almost got jumped by 3 dudes.
Right, over a Kit Kat and Dr. Pepper.
Kit Kats and Dr. Peppers. So fast forward, maybe like a year later, after I quit that job. I'll tell you how the story in a future episode why I quit. But after I quit that job, I go to the Spot.
Yeah.
Now the Spot is a bar in Penn Hills, which is known for their wings, their cheap wings on wing night.
Right.
And they got some dope music nights too. Like they have live bands and jazz and whatnot. And they play some pretty dope music. So me and my homie, we decided to go up there one day. And I saw those same 3 dudes in the bar.
Oh shit.
So I'm at the bar. We at the bar. We grab a couple of drinks. We order some wings. We just drinking and eating, right?
Right.
And then these dudes come in and they sit at the other end of the bar. And I'm looking. I'm like, these dudes look familiar as heck. Like,
Right.
and like this is like a year later. I'm like, yo, these dudes look mad familiar. And I couldn't pinpoint it. So I ain't paying no man. We just minding our business, chatting it up or whatever. And we knew the bartender, so the bartender was over there talking to us. We just talking and laughing. And then the dudes got up and they like relocated to the other side of the bar, like not where we were, but like they walked past us to go like towards like where the table seating area was.
Right.
And I looked down, and dude had those sweatpants on with the hole in the knee, just like when he
Just
was,
like he was a John Eagle.
yeah. And I was like, yo, them is them niggas that almost jumped me. So the hood part of me was like, yo, I'm about to go duff this dude out like real quick. Like I'm about to go choke him out real quick. But then the Moses side kicked in, and I'm like, you know what, man, F these dudes, man.
that damn Moses
Like,
side.
cause I was like, man, let me just chill out, man, cause I ain't got time for stuff like that. But they ain't recognize me. But I recognized them after I saw dude's sweatpants, and it's like a year later, and he still ain't buy no new sweatpants. Like I don't know where that hole came from, but
Nah,
it was right on his knee. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I didn't even go front. Like when I was like 17, 18, I used to be an asshole. Like tax time rolled in, and everybody knows when you get tax time, you get more money than you used to.
Yeah.
So I would actually come in like holes in my pants, like real tattered clothing, and I would go to a clothing store as soon as I would get my tax check. Reason why is because of the stereotype. No, not connected it with what just happened because that was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the first thing they did was follow me. First thing the security guard did was follow me. So on both, I was just like, okay, we'll play this game. And every time I'll go into the aisle and I'll run. I used to have behind clothes. See if he see me. Oh, I'm here. and just point down just to see if he chased me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right most of the time. But then I'll come in like a suit, or not. I'll come in a suit, but I'll buy like one of the most expensive suits, like whatever collection is out that they really want to tout that day, and I'll buy that suit. Going, yeah, I got a job interview tomorrow. I just want to make sure that I get this suit. Pay the cash, and the security guard just looks like, oh my god, right. And you're just like, mm-hmm.
But see, that's
this on purpose.
But see, that's fucked up though. Like, don't do that. Like, no. Don't do that, cause them dudes, man, they hate their job. Cause I hated the shit out of that job.
Right. No, I ain't going front because I used to work security too. So yeah. Once I started working security, I figured out like how much that was fucked up that I used to do it. Because once I worked security, I just started to see it like, oh shit, I'm doing the same shit that I used to fuck with security guards over.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, don't do that, man. That's because they don't want that. Like the people that are doing that job don't like it. At least literally everybody I've talked to, they don't want to do that. Like we don't want to follow people around.
Right.
But I mean, that's how we get paid. That's how we get our paycheck, is to catch people that are shoplifted. And then there's trolls that come in who know who know how to find us, like who know how to point us out. Like I got this one lady who would come into the uppity store. I don't want to say which one it is, but there's this uppity store that I used to work. I ain't gonna tell the whole story. I'll save that for next episode.
Yeah, that's future. To be continued.
But like she knew I was security and she just would not shut up. Like, but that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Yeah.
I think that's it. That's it for this episode.
No, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go longer. This is our shit.
All right.
Fuck it. No, because No, I'm sorry.
Oh
I can't
yeah,
just let that
yeah.
shit go. I just can't let that shit go. There was a 14-year-old.
You about to talk about that
Oh,
Uniontown shit?
yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh shit. So yeah, so you heard this before. So some 14-year-old with a crossbow and I guess a machine gun or whatever it is supposed to be.
Machine guns, machetes,
Right.
knives.
He had everything.
He had a whole arsenal.
Right, and he made a threat on the school bus that he was just gonna start popping off. Now, the thing that got me is there was a dude that actually said that actually came up and said, yeah, he's a threat. He's going to start popping off in the school. He got a crossbow, he got a gun, he got this, he got that. Why does this man have a full, or why does this 14-year-old have a full arsenal for a purge, mind you?
Right.
And he's being tried as a juvenile.
See, I didn't catch that part. I didn't know he was being tried as a juvenile, but I know this story. Like I heard it around lunchtime today when I was at lunch at work at my day job. But I heard that 14-year-old somebody told on him that he was about to shoot up, do a mass shooting at the school,
Right.
and he had machine guns, machetes, knives, fucking I don't know if he had grenades, molotovs. I don't know. He had a
He
full
had
whole
machine guns, knives, a
all of that
crossbow. Like
crossbow.
he came ready.
Like how, and then he's 14 years old. So that alone, like the fact that he's 14, it just proves that his parents don't give a shit.
Right.
Or parent singular. I don't know if it's singular or plural. I didn't read the whole story because I didn't know he was being tried as a juvenile. I knew he was caught and in custody and whatnot, but and I knew they took his parents into custody too, as should happen. But they should all be in jail.
Right. And that's the thing that kind of killed me because one, it's just like this dude had a full arsenal.
They could have opened a store
Right.
and sold guns and shit. Like,
Right. He had an arsenal, so you know he was gonna do some shit. Why is he only getting 4 years in a juvenile facility?
I don't
What?
know because they're gonna let him out when he's 18. But I, I want to know. I want to know like his story. Like, is it another bullying case?
No, that's a good question because okay, if he's being bullied, you know what?
Although it's not just the fact
No.
though.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know what? No,
Like
I can't
having
even.
all right. So let's point out the facts here. All right. So regardless if he's being bullied or not, it's not okay to have a fucking machine gun,
Right.
even if it's just a machine
A
gun.
machine gun, a crossbow, knives. Like he was coming in like he was gonna do some shit. He was
Like
gonna.
I could understand because like from a bullying standpoint or being
Or
bullied.
being bullied,
Like
right?
if you go to school with a knife because you're being bullied, I might be able to understand that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but if you got a machine gun, a pistol, a fucking ankle pistol, a 22, fucking daggers and fucking Rambo,
Right.
7.62 millimeter strapped all across your chest and whatnot, like Rambo. Like, nah, that's a little excessive, and you might deserve to be in jail with the big
You
boys.
know what? I have a number for that. 402.
Two, not
That's what it's supposed to
wait,
be.
no, it's 302, right?
Is it 302? I
I
thought it
think
was
it's
402.
302. But
Yeah,
either
you're
way,
right. It is 302. Fuck it. Oh well.
but yeah, but
Thanks,
like,
Captain.
but if it's like if it's something like I mean he might have found his daddy's gun, his daddy's pistol, and took it to school. Like that kind of story I can understand low key. Like because if it's like a bullying situation, like kid in that situation might not know what to do with his life, and he finds this weapon and it gives him all this empowerment that he might not have had otherwise when there's bullies in his face. And
Right.
he pulls his gun out and puts it in his teeth and is like, what you got to say now?
Right.
I understand. I can kind of understand that because it's still not the right thing to do. But if you got a whole arsenal, like, and you ready to like pop off World War III at a high school
Right.
and start dumping on people who had nothing to do with it, you might need to go to prison.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
federal ass pounding
Exactly.
prison.
Yeah, no, and no, I even feel that now. Fuck that. Protective custody will not save you because you're going to kill a whole school.
Right.
You had knives, you had machine guns,
Crossbow. Like what?
a crossbow.
What you gonna do with a crossbow? Like you run out of ammo. Like hold on, let me pull out this crossbow and
Right.
shoot it at the fucking deer that's running away. Oh man. I don't even know. Like I don't know his ethnicity, what he looked like, but I bet you any money he was a little white kid.
Yeah, I was gonna leave that alone.
I was gonna leave it alone, but no, I bet you any money is a little white kid.
Yeah, it was a little white
Ain't no
kid.
black kid picking up a crossbow.
Right, exactly. Hell.
I hate to bring race into that. My bad.
No, you know what? Fuck it, because I mean at the same time, what black person actually gonna see? Oh, I have an arrow. I'm gonna
like,
shoot these arrows.
Like I've seen Walking Dead.
Right. Or even at that, I watched Arrow. You failed this city.
You failed this city. Like you have failed this high school. What is wrong with you? Little dumbass. Oh man. Alright.
Alright, now we're done.
Yeah, alright. So that's it for this episode. As usual, I'm Moses Workman.
And I'm Moses Turner.
And this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
And we out.
Peace.